Hello YouTube, Leader Size 17 here, but you can just call me Travis, and welcome back for another collection update. It's been a couple weeks since I've done one of these. So this is like essentially 3 videos worth of stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I probably participated in a bit of retail therapy, so I got a pretty good amount of stuff to show. So let's not waste any time and let's jump in. We are listening to this album came out early January, I think, this year. Ooh, can't really see that at all. This is there you go. This is Shaarimoth, or I'm a Shaarimoth. I'm a two A's in the spelling. Temple of the Adversarial Fire is the name of the album. This is some death metal. This is some killer stuff. This album will definitely be on my list somewhere for the end of the year. If you haven't checked this out, definitely do so. WTC Productions, I think is the label. Yeah. Anyway, Shaarimoth. Temple of the Adversarial Fire. Great. Alright, got a couple records and then a bunch of CDs. So let's do the records first. This is one that was shown off recently by Ross Hodo, who I name drop in like literally every video that I do, but that's because he's awesome. This is the Action for Animals compilation EP. Just got a bunch of punk, hardcore, grind, power violence, thrash, just a bunch of killer stuff. Tons of bands I don't even know. I think there was like maybe 2 to 5 or something that I knew previously, like I don't know, Gothicles, or however you say that band's name. Anyway, this is I listened to a couple times yesterday. Pretty cool stuff. You know, I have to listen to a few more times to pick out the specific bands and songs I like the most. But you know, it's cool to listen nonetheless. Kind of like the fact that all the songs that are on this are unreleased on any other release, so no EPs or singles or full lengths that have these songs, only for this release. So I thought that was pretty cool. Comes with the download thing, which is cool. This comes with this. That was cool. It's just an ad for I think they do buttons and stuff, or I'm not sure exactly, but I just liked it because it has the dog on there. And then what kind of music lover are you? Kind that cares about homeless pets? Yeah, I didn't say this. All of the proceeds from this release go to a specific PAF, the Pet Adoption Fund, which is the largest nonprofit no-kill animal shelter in Los Angeles. So when Ross said that little tidbit in the video, I said, I'm buying that right fucking now. It comes on this cool little like marbled vinyl. I liked the labels. I thought that was pretty freaking rad. But yeah, this is a pretty cool release. I'm actually thinking about just going and buying like a bunch more of these and just kind of over time just giving them away or something, doing something with them. But I thought that's something that I would like to do. Is, you know, obviously it's a good cause. It came out in 2013, so it's been a few years and there's still copies available, so that's unfortunate. But yeah, I'll leave a link in the description, and you guys should buy it. I think with shipping this cost me $8.58. So if you're into, you know, a bunch of thrash and punk and grindcore, power violence, etc., it's worth your dime. So I'll leave just a link, and you should buy this. All right, next one up is I didn't even know this was a thing. It's a 5-inch. This is from the band Anal Trump. It's got Travis Ryan of Cattle Decapitation and then Rob Crow of Pinback in it. I showed an album of theirs I don't know, a couple months ago. And this one is called If You Wanted to Qualify for Health Insurance, Then Maybe You Shouldn't Have Gotten Raped. And so, yeah, all of this is cool. Another one where the proceeds are going somewhere. All the proceeds from this release go to RAIN, which is the Rape Abuse Incest National Network. Another worthy cause. It comes on this hospital green, as they called it. Nothing on the inside of that. And on the back it's got lyrics. But yeah, this one is another, you know, again, this is, you know, a novelty, but in this case it's also good because it's going towards a worthy cause. Because it was limited to like 500, and I know that I didn't buy it on the first day it came out, And then like the next morning, it was down to like 97 copies or something crazy like that. So I was like, okay, I gotta buy this now if I even wanna get this. And yeah, so yeah, pretty cool thing to get, and again, another worthy cause to help support. So yeah, Anal Trump with that ridiculous title. All right, now I got a bunch of CDs. This is one. This is a band I've been familiar with their name, and they're aware of them for a long time, but just for whatever reason I never actually listened to their music. And then Scourge of Vinyl showed off a vinyl edition of theirs that was a shaped CD, and I was like, that is freaking rad, and so I wanted that. And then while I was researching it, I found out that they had a CD that was also shaped, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy that. And so then I watched it for a while, and then eventually when a price came up on Discogs that was good, I jumped on it. And let's stop talking. Let's show it. This is Exhumed with their 2000, I believe, release, Slaughtercult. This is, if you're not familiar with this band, they are like death grind, kind of in the Carcass realm. If you want to see the awesome shaped CD, here it is. Looks like a buzzsaw. The vinyl, which I believe was a 10-inch, is also has kind of a buzzsaw look, but not as many teeth to the buzzsaw. So yeah, pretty cool. Obviously won't fit into your car stereo or anything like that, but you just got a CD player that spins, it'll work. Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, I hadn't really listened to this band before I got this album, and yeah, it's really good. I'm into stuff that's in that kind of realm of sound, and they definitely oh, I forgot this one folds out. So here's the back. And we've got some credits and photos and stuff on the inside, and it folds out to lyrics. But yeah, I'm sure you're more familiar with Exhumed than I am, so I'm not telling you to do something you don't know. But if you're not familiar with them, it's pretty cool stuff, and I recommend it. I will definitely need to pick up some more of their albums sometime in the future. But yeah, this is Exhumed with Slaughtercult. Alright, next up. This actually just came out on Friday. I am a big fan of this band. This is the new one from Rings of Saturn. This is called Ulta Ulla, or Ulta Ulla. I'm going to go with Ulla because it sounds better to me. This is a technical death metal or deathcore maybe band. I think they're from California. The main guy, Lucas Mann. Yeah, this is some killer stuff. I've liked all of their albums up to this one, so I was pretty pumped to get this, and I have to say, it's a pretty good album. I would say right now it's probably my least favorite. I think the main problem is the production. I don't know, sounds like kind of muffled, dirty. It doesn't quite have that clean sound that I really want with this band, because I really want to hear all the intricacies of the music. But nonetheless, it's still a good album. I kind of feel like they actually maybe even incorporated a little more like melodic death metal into their sound. I have only listened to it a few times. Definitely needs a few more listens. This one has got lyrics on the side. Then we got some information, and then it folds out into the full. I gotta remember how this goes. Let's see. Bottom. Okay, so it folds out to the full art from the cover, which is pretty cool, very alien, spacey stuff. That's pretty typical with this band. But yeah, definitely need to listen to this a few more times before I can really give a full opinion. But so far, I'm going to go with pretty good, but definitely not my favorite for the band. So yeah, Rings of Saturn, Ulta Ulla. Check it out if you're in the band. Check it out. So you'll still like it. This next one up, I've been looking for this for a while. It was never, since I started buying releases from this band, it never even popped up in Discogs. And then one day it did, and actually it was like a crazy good price. So I immediately purchased it. And that is this is the debut album from Black Cilice, A Corpse, A Temple. I have two of their other albums, Summoning the Night and Banished from Time, yeah, I think that's what it's called. And yeah, I like both of those, so I was interested to hear what they sound like on their first album. And it's more of the same, very kind of just like really abrasive, raw black metal. I do want to say that for this one specifically, I'm not familiar with these. I'm not too familiar with these two genres, so I'm kind of talking out of my ass with it a little bit. But like noise, power electronics, I want to feel like there's something, especially power electronics, involved in this. And I say that only because a lot of times when I've listened to something that someone has described as power electronics, there's something about a lot of it that, like, if I listen to it at the typical volume that I listen to it at, it actually like physically hurts my ears. And the same thing is true with this album. I actually have to listen to this at a lower volume than I typically do, because I do almost all of my listening in headphones, even though I have music in the background on all my videos. I'm a big headphones listener, and yeah, I have to listen to this quieter than other stuff for whatever reason. But anyway, when I listen to it at the lower volume, it's killer stuff. Awesome, just like all of their other releases. I just got one more full-length album from the band to get. What's it called? Mysteries? Yeah, Mysteries. I gotta get that one. This came out, 2011. This is a 2013 re-release on CDs from Dungeon Tapes. So yeah, Black Cilice, you know, good stuff. Very raw black metal for Portuguese. Check it out if you were into that. And then actually, from that same seller, he was selling a bunch of other stuff that was right up my alley, and again, really reasonable prices. So I jumped on it, and I got 3 releases by Paysage Diver. I'm not sure exactly how you say the name of that band. It's a Swiss band. It's Tobias Winthor, something like that. I'm not sure. I think he actually uses a different pseudonym when he's from the band Dark Space. I think Roth, maybe, something like that. I haven't really spent a whole lot of time with Dark Space, but yeah. So this is a one-man atmospheric black metal band. Super cool stuff. I bought this one many years ago, Das Tor. Didn't really know much about the band other than I'd maybe heard about them, and they were probably categorized by like Burzum or something. And so I bought this. It didn't really do a whole lot of research on the band and really liked it. And then, you know, just knew that in the future I wanted to buy more of their stuff. And it was interesting when I bought these. I was able to do a little more research. It sounds like this band is a lot like Beketh Nexamu in terms of everything that he releases is considered a demo. But anyway, so I bought 3 more stuff. That Das Tor came out in 2013, and these are actually all way older than that. So that was kind of a trip to realize, because they're like 98, 99, and 2000 for these. So, you know, it's over a decade between the releases. But anyway, so let's just jump in. This first one, I have an order. No, I do not. I'm going to go in chronological order. This one, yeah, Die Festung, I believe is what it's called. And all these come in really rad, these A5s. I do have to say, it was kind of, I had to, as a collector scum, I had to kind of, I almost didn't buy these because the guy actually had, as opposed to having the envelope, you know, peeled away like I have it here, which is how I would have preferred it. He just, you know, let her open to the top of them, which, you know, I mean, doesn't really affect the way it sounds, so I had to get over it, and the price was too perfect to pass up. So yeah, they're all like that, whatever. Anyway, these A5 packages are all super, super cool. I like them a lot. But anyway, yeah, Die Festung is the name of this one. This one actually is different than all the other ones. This is like all ambient music, which actually was pretty cool. This is pretty much I pretty much only listen to Paysage Diver over a certain week, and this was a kind of a cool thing to mix in with that. And yeah, so pretty cool. It's got 5 tracks, I believe. Yeah, and they're all really good. All of these releases were originally released on cassette tape, and then at some point they were re-released on these A5s. I can't remember when they were re-released, but that they were. This next one up is actually the one that's the hardest to get, because I think it's the iconic picture that everyone associates with this band, so the release is the most expensive, and that is the self-titled release, Paysage Diver. Again, I'm not sure if that's how you say the name of the band, you know, but again, it comes in this cool A5, and you know, this is super, super good. I don't know if I can show the inside of the other one, but that's okay, we can move on. Again, super cool, atmospheric black metal, great tortured vocals, just very perfect. This is a cool band, and after getting these releases, I need to get more of them. But yeah, this is the self-titled. Again, another good release. And then here, this final one. This one is called Kristall and Isa. This one is actually probably my favorite of the 3 that I got. This one actually has a little more of the, like traditional kind of black metal sound mixed in a little bit. It still has that Burzummy atmospheric black metal sound, but it's got a little more of the traditional stuff mixed in too, which I thought was cool. This one has 6 tracks, I believe. Yeah, and the last one I didn't say, but it has three tracks. They're all super long, as this band is to do, if you are familiar with them. But yeah, Paysage Diver, really cool stuff. Really excited to have added these to the collection, particularly for the price that I got them at, because it was super great price. And yeah, so I gotta get more of their stuff, but so far, 4 is pretty good. Right, moving on. This is a cool band that I've been familiar with for the last couple years, but this is actually the first album that I picked up by them. They're out of Sweden, and this is Heavy Load with their, I believe it's their second album, Death or Glory. This is from 1982 is when this came out. This is actually a bootleg, because their other stuff is actually really expensive to get on CD, and it's unfortunate that it's a bootleg because it's really hard to tell. This album art is awesome, but the detail is kind of washed out. Not too bad, but anyway, cool album cover. So it's too bad that it's a bootleg, because the more defined lines of the real art is better. But anyway, this is pretty cool stuff. It's not super awesome. Traditional heavy metal. I don't think I said that. The Wahlquist brothers, I believe it is. Ragme and Styrbjorn, something like that. But yeah, super cool stuff. This was my favorite album of theirs. If they have, the other ones are okay, but this one in particular was a standout for me. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Not my favorite traditional heavy metal band, but certainly one that's pretty cool. Right. Staying in the same genre, this next one is another Swedish new wave of traditional heavy metal band, because they're more recent. This is Ambush, and this is their 2015 release, Desecrator. I also ordered their 2013 album, I think it is. I don't know. I'm going to guess 2013. Firestarter, that one has not arrived yet, but it will soon. Both of them are on High Roller Records. This album is really good. I had listened to this album along with the other one, I don't know, maybe a year ago or so, maybe longer. And I thought it was good, but I don't know, for whatever reason I never bought it. And I've been trying to buy a lot of more traditional heavy metal bands stuff, and I don't know. Ever since I got this, I've been playing the crap out of it, because it is really, really good. So I'm excited for Firestarter to get here, because I kind of imagine that I will feel the same about that one. And this came out in 2015, like I said, and so I am excited for them to do something else in the future soon. But yeah, super cool stuff. Awesome riffs, great solos. The vocals are nice and high-pitched. I like them a lot. This is a great band. If you're into new wave of traditional heavy metal stuff, traditional heavy metal in general, definitely check out this band. You will not be disappointed at all, I do not think. So yeah, Ambush, Desecrator. Alright, this next one up is 3 from the same band. It's a band called Magic Dance. It's a band I discovered earlier this year on Bandcamp. Here are the 3 releases. See, got this shirt for them too. He started off as, because it's a one-man band. It started off kind of as a synthwave project with this album, Another World, which is one of the cool ones I got. Which is actually, in terms of synthwave stuff, it's pretty good. Some of the songs have vocals, some don't. Pretty cool stuff. And then he released, let me pull these down, because this is a band I've been wanting to talk about for a while. And then he released this full-length album, The Mirror of Dreams, which is super cool stuff. But again, it's just straight up synthwave. But it was pretty good. I obviously already purchased this. I have the 2 full-lengths that he released. I just eventually decided when he released his shirt that I wanted to pick up all the EPs and singles and stuff that he had released. And then after that, he released this one I just picked up, the Kiss Scene EP. Again, this is it's like a small EP. It's got 2 remixes on it, but it's all straight up synthwave. But you know, good solid synthwave. And inside it's got nothing, just like the other one. But really good stuff. I like it a lot. And then I got recently got this one. This is the Haunting Me EP, or single maybe, because 2 of these songs ended up on the full length, which I'll show in a second. Still Haunting Me, track 2 on this, and actually I knew it first on the full length Vanishing, which I'll come back to in 1 second. That song is amazing, so good. I guarantee you, if you are into anything that's, I probably haven't. Sorry. At this point, he kind of moved into what I've described as like 80s soundtrack power pop rock, and he's added like guitars with like leads and solos and stuff. Super killer stuff. Wow, just really great. And then this is actually the first thing I ever found by him, and full-length Vanishings. So many great songs in this. Beyond, Still Haunting Me, Another Lost Boy, When We Were Young, The Mirror. Yeah, great. If 80s soundtrack power pop rock sounds interesting to you, definitely check this out because you will love it. I guarantee it. I've also seen him kind of label AOR along with this. That's not a genre, album of rock. I still am kind of trying to grasp what that means. But if you're an AOR, check this out. Yeah, I'm really excited. Apparently he's going to have an album coming out next year, which I'm really excited about because this album is awesome. I cannot express how awesome this album is. It actually came out, I think, like December 22nd or something of 2016. And I've made a rule a long time ago that I'm going to allow a few releases that ended up on the end of the year, 2016, on my list for a couple reasons. One, I always feel like at the beginning of each year, I always am playing kind of catch up with what stuff from 2016 that I haven't listened to yet. And 2, I decided I was going to do the cutoff for December 16th. So anything December 16th and after is going to be eligible for my list. And 3, this album is just too amazing to not have on my list. So yeah, definitely check this out. But if not, at the end of the year, I'll be talking about it again because it'll be near the top. Definitely check out this album, Vanishings Magic Dance, on Bandcamp. I'll leave a link. You know how I do. All right, a couple more. This is a pop artist from Wales. This is Marina and the Diamonds with her 2015 release, Froot. This album is pretty good. I couldn't really get into her first couple albums, which I cannot recall the names of. But this one is actually really good. I liked a lot of these songs. Froot is a great song, even though my wife hates it. And also Immortal, that song is great. Yeah, this is just a great, solid pop record if you're into pop. Check it out. And then finally, this just came out, not this Friday, but the Friday before that. This is the new one from Lana Del Rey. If you're not familiar with Lana Del Rey, she's a pop artist, kind of like we'll say like a 50s singer era, very drenched in reverb vocals kind of thing. A lot of varied instrumentation, very kind of a depressing sound if you're not familiar with Lana Del Rey. I've always been really into her stuff ever since Born to Die, which is my favorite from her. But actually, her previous album before this one, Honeymoon, was actually probably my second favorite. So I was pretty excited to get to this one. I've only listened to it a few times. So far, I would say my visceral reaction is that the album is good, but I haven't really been able to pick out too many of my favorite tracks so far, other than Beautiful People, Beautiful Problems, featuring Stevie Nicks. There actually is a number of pretty good Featurings on this record, The Weeknd, A$AP Rocky's on a couple tracks, Stevie Nicks, like I said, Sean Lennon, John Lennon's son, is on this as well, and then there's another rapper who I did not know the name of. Who is that? Playboy Cardi, if you're familiar with him, he's on there too, one of the tracks with A$AP Rocky. But yeah, this it's a good record. It's kind of long. I think it's like an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. It's got like 16 tracks, and they're all like, you know, 4 to 5 minute range generally, so you know it's a pretty long record. I kind of feel like it's sort of over long, maybe, but not too bad really. Particularly if you're into Lana Del Rey, it's kind of you know, par for the course with her. Yeah, not too much else to say about this, as I've only listened to it a few times. I only listened to a lot of the stuff only a few times because obviously I've kind of influxed too much for myself over the last couple weeks. But yeah, I definitely need to listen to this a few more times for sure, but so far I'm, you know, generally pleased. Got some credits and stuff. But yeah, Lana Del Rey. Lust for Life. I actually don't think I named the album title. But yeah, solid stuff. I'm sure it'll be somewhere on somewhere in the top 30. I would be surprised if this doesn't make the list somewhere. But yeah, Lana Del Rey, Lust for Life. If you're in Lana Del Rey or kind of slow, sad bastard, depressive 50s singer music. I don't know what genre you want to say she is if you want to get real deep in the pop genre. But if you're into that kind of stuff, check this out because you're probably going to like it. So yeah, actually ran through the stuff much quicker than I expected, which is good because I was worried this was going to be super long and then you would stop watching like halfway through. I don't know if people do that. I watch a lot of people's really long videos and don't really mind when they're super long, but I'm sure that there are people who do. But yeah, anyway, let's stop talking and rambling and blah blah blahing. And yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you're interested in any of this stuff, I'm gonna put links in the description below, like I do as always, for your benefits and so you can find the stuff easy. And yeah, if you guys have any opinions or comments on any of these releases, definitely let me know below, because that's why we do these things, right? Kind of to socialize with each other. But yeah, have a good day.